When a narcissist truly cares, the moment of obsession. Have you ever wondered what happens when a narcissist seems to truly care about someone? Perhaps you've been in a situation where a narcissist, known for their self-centeredness and emotional manipulation, suddenly starts showing what seems like genuine affection or interest. At first, it feels like a breakthrough, maybe even a sign of growth. But as you dig deeper, you realize that what you're witnessing isn't love. It's something much more dangerous: obsession. In this video, we'll explore the complex psychology behind the narcissist's version of caring. What happens when their infatuation shifts from admiration to unhealthy obsession? And why does this seemingly affectionate behavior always come with a price? Stick with us until the end to discover the psychological dynamics of a narcissist's obsession and what it means for you. But before we dive in, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and share this video with anyone who might need clarity on this topic. Let's get started. When a narcissist shows affection or concern, it can be easy to be swept off your feet by their charm. Their gestures may appear grand and thoughtful, their words dripping with passion, and their actions seem as though they are guided by a deep sense of care and consideration. It's easy to be swept into this illusion, to feel special, to believe that this is a genuine expression of love and devotion. However, it's crucial to understand that this care is usually far from genuine, and it rarely comes from a place of selfless love or genuine concern for your well-being. In reality, these actions are often part of the narcissist's need to control, dominate, and validate their own sense of worth. Narcissists thrive on admiration, attention, and validation, and they have owned the ability to mimic behaviors that appear loving on the surface. However, beneath this exterior lies a different motivation, one that is self-serving, driven by their deep-rooted need for validation and the need to feel powerful. You may be thinking, how could they pretend to care so deeply when they've been so self-centered, so focused on their own needs and desires? The truth is, for a narcissist, caring is just another performance. When they find someone they believe can fulfill their emotional needs and provide them with the validation they crave, they latch on to that person with intensity. This initially may feel like affection or love, but in reality, it is more about their own desires than about the person they are supposedly showering with attention. Their obsession with you is not born out of a deep connection or an understanding of your needs. It is born from their need to feel important and admired. The moment they feel that admiration may be slipping, or that they are losing control of you, their obsession will intensify. They will do whatever it takes to regain that validation, and they will not stop until they feel that sense of control is firmly back in their hands. At first, the narcissist's obsession may seem harmless, even flattering. They may make you feel like the most important person in the world, showering you with affection and devotion, going to great lengths to make you feel like you are truly special and valued. These early moments can feel intoxicating, as though you are experiencing a love so deep and rare that it must be something extraordinary. However, as time passes, you may begin to realize that this phase is not as innocent or sincere as it may seem. Rather than focusing on building a healthy, balanced relationship, the narcissist is using their charm and affection as a tool to secure your emotional dependency on them. They want to create a situation where you need them just as much as they need the constant validation and admiration you provide. This is not love, it is a transactional arrangement. They give just enough to keep you emotionally hooked, but never truly enough to make you feel completely seen, heard, or valued as an individual with your own needs, desires, and autonomy. You will never feel fully appreciated as yourself, only as an extension of their need for validation. As time goes on, the narcissist's obsession will deepen, and their behavior will grow more erratic and manipulative. What started as seemingly harmless affection will gradually shift into possessiveness and control. They will begin pushing boundaries, demanding more and more of your time, attention, and emotional energy, and they may even attempt to isolate you from others who might compete for your affection or attention. They may subtly or overtly undermine relationships with family members, friends, or colleagues, sowing seeds of doubt and mistrust. The narcissist's emotional manipulation becomes more sophisticated, and they may begin to blur the lines between caring for you and trying to control your every move. They might try to convince you that they are the only one who truly understands you, that no one else could possibly care for you the way they do, and that others are out to harm you or stand in the way of your happiness. This is a classic tactic the narcissist uses to isolate you emotionally, to make you dependent on them for validation, support, and love. They will use every tool at their disposal to make you feel as though you need them more than anyone else, and that your connection with them is essential to your emotional well-being. The narcissist's ultimate goal is to create a dynamic where you are emotionally and psychologically dependent on them. They want to be the central figure in your life, the one who holds all the power and influence. And in doing so, they continue to reinforce their own sense of control and superiority. Your happiness, your well-being, your identity, they all become secondary to their need to feel admired and adored. The affection and concern they show are never truly about you. They are always about them. The narcissist's need to feel validated and powerful is paramount, and they will manipulate your emotions to make sure that need is consistently met, no matter the cost to you. What seems like love and affection is nothing more than a carefully constructed performance, a facade designed to make you feel special, while ensuring the narcissist maintains control over your emotions and your life. Their affection is not a gift, it's a transaction. And once you begin to recognize this pattern, the illusion starts to fade, and you will see the narcissist for who they truly are. A person driven by insecurity, manipulation, and a deep, unrelenting need for validation. The sooner you understand this dynamic, the sooner you can break free from their control and reclaim your emotional independence. The key to understanding when a narcissist truly cares lies in recognizing that it is not about you at all. The narcissist's obsession with you is not driven by a genuine desire to connect or care for you, but rather by their obsession with themselves. It's all about their need to be the center of attention, to be worshipped, and to maintain their sense of superiority. Any show of affection or care that the narcissist offers is not a reflection of selfless love or genuine concern for your well-being. Instead, it is merely a reflection of their deep, insatiable need to feed their ego. Their affection exists only as long as it serves their needs, and once that shifts or becomes threatened, the affection will disappear just as quickly as it appeared. The moment you start withdrawing, showing independence, or asserting your own desires and boundaries, the narcissist is likely to react with intense anger, jealousy, or frustration. They cannot stand the idea of losing their grip on you, because you are their source of validation. Without you, they feel insignificant, and the mere thought of not being the center of attention is something they cannot tolerate. This dynamic is not only frustrating, but also emotionally exhausting. A narcissist can overwhelm you with affection one moment, making you feel adored and cherished, only to withdraw at the next. This push and pull creates an emotional roller coaster that is confusing and disorienting. You will find yourself questioning what's real and what's not, unsure of whether their affection is sincere or merely a tool to maintain control. The narcissist will often employ gaslighting, guilt trips, and emotional blackmail to keep you tangled in their web of manipulation. They want to make you feel uncertain about your own feelings and needs, leading you to question yourself and your reality. The more they succeed in sowing seeds of self-doubt within you, the more power they gain in the relationship. They are essentially turning your own emotional landscape into something that serves their agenda. When you are uncertain of your own perceptions, they are the ones who hold the upper hand. This manipulation can become deeply ingrained, making it incredibly difficult to recognize the narcissist's true motives. Additionally, you may start to notice that when a narcissist cares or shows affection, it is often only for brief, intermittent periods. Their interest in you is entirely tied to how well you can serve their emotional needs. When you stop fulfilling those needs or start asserting your own desires and boundaries, their affection shifts, turning cold and distant. The moment you stop being a source of validation for them, the narcissist's affection becomes less frequent or entirely conditional. They may withhold their love as a form of punishment or use it as leverage to manipulate you into complying with their demands. This is all part of their calculated strategy to maintain control over you. For the narcissist, love is not something that exists in a genuine, unconditional form. It is merely a tool to achieve their own ends. When it no longer serves them, it evaporates, leaving you feeling empty, confused, and unsure of where you stand. As the relationship progresses, the narcissist's obsession with you intensifies. What began as a need to maintain control morphs into a more desperate and consuming fixation. The narcissist will stop at nothing to ensure that no one else can take away the attention and admiration they crave. They will go to great lengths to keep you focused solely on them, making sure that you remain emotionally engaged with them at all costs. If this attention and admiration begin to wane, the narcissist may become overtly controlling or even threatening. They will not tolerate any perceived challenge to their power, especially when it comes in the form of your independence or emotional autonomy. They see your independence as a direct threat to their control and power, and they will do everything in their power to suppress it. The more they feel their grip slipping, the more destructive their behavior becomes. It is no longer just about controlling your emotions. It's about preventing anyone or anything from taking the place of the validation and adoration they demand. Their behavior may escalate into emotional abuse, manipulation, and in some cases, threats designed to keep you in a position where you feel you have no choice but to submit to their needs. The reality, however, is that narcissists do not understand love the way most people do. They are incapable of experiencing genuine empathy, which means their affection is always conditional. It is dependent on how well you are able to meet their needs and provide them with the validation they crave. What they truly care about is the reflection of themselves in the eyes of others, and they will stop at nothing to ensure they remain the center of attention. They want to feel powerful, admired, and in control, and they will use whatever means necessary to make sure that they are the focus of your attention and admiration. When their need for validation and admiration becomes an obsession, their behavior can become unrecognizable. They may start to manipulate, gaslight, or even threaten you in ways that you never thought possible, all in the name of ensuring their own importance. The longer you stay under their influence, the more their actions can erode your sense of self, leaving you questioning your own reality and doubting your worth. But there is hope. The first step in reclaiming your power is recognizing the signs of a narcissist's obsession. By understanding that their affection is simply a manipulation tactic designed to maintain control, you can start to detach emotionally and protect yourself from further manipulation. It's essential to set clear, firm boundaries and stick to them, no matter how the narcissist tries to push against them. You must protect your sense of self and never allow a narcissist to define your worth or undermine your emotional autonomy. The moment you realize that their obsession is not about you, but about their desperate need for control and validation, you can begin to take the necessary steps to break free from their grip. This realization is empowering, and it can help you reclaim the emotional independence and self-respect that you deserve. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video and explore this complex, painful dynamic. If you found this content helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with others who might benefit from this insight. Your support is invaluable, and it helps to spread the awareness that so many people need when navigating relationships with narcissists. Stay strong, stay true to yourself, and remember that your value is beyond measure. You deserve a life free from manipulation, full of real love, empathy, and respect.